WrestleMania 38 is in complete flux, plus more potential spoilers on an AEW Forbidden Door debut tonight, and a top AEW star is seizing a heel turn. It's all in the wrestling news right now. Whoa, whoa, WrestleMania. It's like a dirge. Whoa, whoa. It's Mania season. It's the most wonderful time to be a wrestling fan. It's the time where my dad will always go, hey, what's happening in the wrestling then?
Yes, now that we are officially on the road to WrestleMania. Have we got to go through a fast lane this year or not?
No fast lane. We're going via Saudi Arabia, so we're taking the scenic route. I do enjoy
a car-themed pay-per-view. You know you're going to see some speedometers. You know you're going to see some fast wheels and some chrome and fire.
Then
and then you just don't see it for a while. And then sometimes it does come, but yeah, it comes with an additional pay-per-view that kind of has the same name but doesn't. But yeah.
They could do with a few more stops because at the moment it seems there's a little bit of confusion as to what they're doing. WrestleVotes tweeted the following. Sources state the spot that Shane McMahon, remember him, was going to have on the WrestleMania card.
Wait, what? So Shane was going to have a spot on the WrestleMania
card? Shane's whole return was right.
In like a mixed tag, like a mixed tag or something.
Oh no! He was supposed to be positioned near the top. Whoa! WrestleMania, Shane versus Brock Lesnar. Sources state the spot Shane McMahon was going to have on the WrestleMania card was to be positioned near the top. Therefore, because now he
do they not just mean because he likes to jump off things? Like near the top of the stadium?
Like literally
he's got like a parachute and he's just like really slowly doing an elbow drop.
That's a great... Maybe that's what they meant. Yeah, he's going to be near the top of the arena.
He just puts him on the roof. Stay out there.
So what we're going to do, Shane, is we're going to take you up to the top of the arena. Yeah. And that's the end of it.
We're going to close the roof.
That's the end of your creative for the night.
Sit there in like the roof hut.
We'll give you a Game Boy.
There's a mop if you want to clean it.
So he's not doing it. WrestleVotes say, therefore, WWE needs a new major attraction matchup outside of the titles. This goes without saying, but the WrestleMania card is still in complete flux. It's quite amazing.
You know who's going to do it? It'll be Goldberg, isn't it?
Goldberg jumping off the...
No, he's not going to jump off anything, but they've brought him back for Saudi, so they're going to slot him in for Mania, aren't they?
I genuinely thought they might hold off on Goldberg versus Romulus Reigns until after Mania.
I've not said it yet, but if I say it, we can maybe make it happen.
Yeah, of course you are, the Goldberg whisperer.
Roman, you've got a crash pad, and Goldberg's class, and he'll proper beat you. He's dead hard him. If you all just tweet him that...
I forgot that you booked WrestleMania last year. Or year before.
I think it's realistically, if it's going to be Goldberg, but then who do you put Goldberg up against?
Who do you want to see him up against? You've got the power.
I don't really know.
Who cares? You've got the power. Just say somebody. Hey. Think of your favourite.
What's a throwaway match? We can't do like Triple H. Obviously, isn't in the question.
Bobby Roode, your crash match rubbish.
Have they? Did he already have a little thing with Bobby Feud? Because Bobby Feud. Because he went for his son, didn't he?
He went for.
They could maybe.
Oh, they could double back on that.
They could maybe double back on that. I don't. There's nothing really I want to see.
There has to be a Goldberg match that we want to see.
Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Hey, Austin, your crash mat is rubbish.
Yeah.
Goldberg said so. So I quite like how. Because the vibe that I get from WrestleMania is, we don't quite know what's going to happen, and I guess that's because the behind the scenes is like, yeah, neither do we.
Yeah, it's a bit concerning when you look at it in depth, because it's we're 2 months out. It's scary.
Maybe there's something to be said for, I don't know, the old adage of booking a story that crescendos at WrestleMania. Like the old days, there's a crazy idea. It feels like, and because wrestling has changed, I get that. Like WrestleMania very much feels like a spectacle one-off show. Like, let's throw all the stars at it. Whereas back in my day, like WrestleMania would be the culmination of long storytelling. Like you'd have the big match between two who have been at loggerheads for ages at WrestleMania. And I don't really feel like you get that so much anymore.
So what you're saying
is... It's still good.
So what you're saying is Vince picks up the phone and he calls Buff Bagwell.
Yeah.
Buff Daddy. That's what we want. That's what the people need in Texas.
Buff wants a death match, he said. we can't offer you a match. We can offer you
A job.
So there's the Goldberg instead. Goldberg Austin Theory.
There's just nothing I really like. As a Goldberg fan, there's just nothing I'm really bothered about.
Well, it's not good. It's not our job to figure that out.
Yeah,
it's your job.
Maybe
Vince.
Goldberg versus like a Black Hawk helicopter.
Brilliant.
Like Goldberg's gonna spear a helicopter or something. That'd be awesome.
That's a lovely idea.
Yeah.
Hey, Black
or
Hawk.
like one of those walkers from Alien. Or Aliens.
An
sorry.
AT-AT from Star Wars.
Spear in the legs.
Just spear some mechanical people. That would be great. WrestleMania card. In Flux. Who knows? Tonight, AEW Dynamite. They're kicking open the Forbidden Door and they're slamming it shut. Now, there's been a lot of conversation about the lack of, or the loss of meaning of the word Forbidden Door. Because it always used to mean like somebody from another promotion coming in, like somebody signed somewhere else saying hi. All the indicators point to somebody coming in who isn't under contract anywhere, which would therefore state that the idea of it being a forbidden door.
I think when we get to the point where we're, semantics of the Forbidden Door, it's just a debut, isn't it?
It's just a debut.
It's a debut, and sometimes it's a cheeky one with somebody who's signed elsewhere. And it's probably going to be Midian, because it was Christian last time, and everybody was like, it's going to be John Cena, it's going to be Brock Lesnar, it's going to be both, merged into a new baby called Brock Cena. And, and Tony Khan has made that happen with biological research. It's going to be, I don't know, Midian.
Well, do you know what? Well, Tony Khan spoke about it, a bit about the semantics of Forbidden Door, saying it's a huge signing for us. I've created some debate as to what it means to open the Forbidden Door. And that's what we're going to do on this show, have the debate. The fans are going to get a great night of wrestling, and I hope everyone is surprised and comes back for the matches that this sets up. So, who could it be? There's been a few other names thrown around. Some of you heard already, some were disproved and then potentially proved to be red herrings. We'll get to it. Killer Cross and Scarlett. We're having a chat at a fan signing, caught on camera. They were talking to somebody off camera about heading to Atlantic City, which is where Dynamite is.
Nothing better than some eavesdropping.
Because then you hear Bordeaux go, oh, is that where? And then Killer Cross going, shakes his head and laughs it off, saying, OSOS. 1T. Killer Cross and Scarlett are free.
I mean, it's yes, all a yes. No more gladiatorial outfit, yes.
Or is it they know a friend of theirs who is turning up?
Yeah, which I think could also be a realistic choice.
Potentially Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Now,
like, how could anybody not want to sign Keith Lee? It's a no-brainer.
Tis the knowest of brainers. But Mia Yim put out a picture on Twitter of her and Keith Lee maxing and relaxing on a boat, chinking champagne glasses. Oh, they're on their honeymoon. Oh, it can't be Keith. Or can it? Well, thankfully, Twitter, when it's on its A game, is a wonderful tool. And people have gone back through photos and they realise it's very likely that is an old photo that Mia Yim has shared of a previous trip they had.
Yeah.
Suggesting they're not on their honeymoon.
Do you not think it's just going to be Midian?
I mean, I'm holding on to the fact that it could be Midian.
It's going to be Midian.
Dennis Knight is due a comeback.
Yeah, and last time we had Christian, not Brock Cena.
I'm very sad that we're talking about Midian. My brother Jim, who's watching now, bought me for my birthday a T-shirt that he'd had printed, and in the centre it is the No Mercy face capture of Viscera.
Nice.
And I nearly wore it today. Jim, I'll wear it tomorrow, mate. And that'd have been perfect timing for Midian, but potentially Keith Lee, if not Midian. Swerve the Realist?
Yeah.
Question mark. Fightful Select saying that the former Isaiah Swerve Scott is very much chatting to multiple major promotions. AEW, according to Fightful, were asking about Swerve's availability pretty much immediately after he was let go.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. Like, if somebody's already a hot commodity on the indie scene before, the whole WWE stint didn't exactly go great, but there were moments of like really good moments running through it. So it's not exactly somebody who cooled off completely when he went to the Fed.
No, exactly. So. And there's still lots that Swerve can do that we didn't see him doing the Fed.
Yeah.
And potentially as part of AEW, I think he'd be great. Jeff Hardy.
I want it so badly, and I think it's going to happen, but I don't think it's going to be right now.
Matt Hardy said something similar, but then didn't. He was speaking on the extreme life of Matt Hardy.
He just said that and went, or is it the truth?
Kind of.
Yeah.
His quote is, as far as an update on Jeff and what's going on, I don't think he's the guy coming in this Wednesday against Isaiah Cassidy. Although, who knows? Tony Khan, Papa Khan's got a lot of money.
Or is he?
Or is he? Maybe bought out of his contract. Maybe it's happening early. Who knows?
It's Midian.
It's definitely Midian. Dennis Knight is alarmingly quiet.
Yeah, he's pretending that he's just a really successful chef now, running restaurants and stuff and having the best time. We all know. He's been traded.
He posted a photo of himself working behind the griddle.
In that tiny thong.
And we... Do you know what? I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad if it was Midian. I wouldn't be mad. If it is, I'm having the best life. We'll end on a little bit of news from Eddie Kingston. He's out with an injury, expected back soon. He was a goodie when he left.
Yeah.
Could be a baddie when he comes back. He put out on Twitter, when angels are forced out of heaven, as I was there is no choice but to become a devil. Lord, forgive me for what I will do when I come back to AEW. I wake up and take on water, sink to the peak of despair. What I need is a cigarette, no more prayers. That's the lyrics from Map Change by Every Time I Die.
The coin has a say is a better song, mate.
Oh!
No, but you know,
does it have more heel connotations?
And what does it think of Seinfeld? You know, that's so important. No,
what's the deal?
It's yeah. I think that you can read too much entirely into this, but Eddie Kingston as a heel, I'm not going to complain. Are you?
I love the idea of Eddie. Imagine Eddie Kingston coming back and just backfisting Jon Moxley.
Yeah, just everybody. Just
everyone, you know, a backfist that sends AEW back in time, like it did Chikara that once.
Yeah.
So it goes back to when it was just called
You just
All
welcome
In.
to the show by Jim Cornette the week later, and it's an NWA subsidiary.
With Midian as champion.
Yeah, and only Midian wrestling in all the matches.
We live in a dream world if such a thing was to happen. More news throughout the day.
They've got to secure him before he gets the big call for WrestleMania. They need a replacement for Shane.
There you go. We've bookended.
We've worked it out.
The Midian return is how to get WrestleMania out of Flux. More Midian news throughout the day. At Cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Love you, Midian.